Over 2 million gasoline cars inch through Accra streets every day, releasing clouds of pollutants from the air. Their impact on the city's air quality has been significant, but for 2 decades, transport emissions have stayed largely the same.
What we have found out is that the proportion that is coming from traffic remains the same. It hasn't changed over the last 20 years.
That's Dr. Raphael Aku, Associate Professor of Environmental Health Sciences at the University of Massachusetts. He and his team have spent 20 years sampling particulate matter across key communities, studying the fingerprints of pollution.
But the good news is that we have also found that the one that is coming from biomass burning, like when we burn wood for cooking or fish smoking or charcoal, that part has reduced significantly.
Policies like the ban on old vehicle imports and the new emissions levy were expected to further cut pollution from transport. But the emissions levy fell short of its goals. Dan Westerveld, a research professor at Columbia University, analyzed the data.
And we did not see any PM 2.5 change between the post-levy period and the pre-levy period. Basically, there were some changes, but statistically insignificant changes, very, very tiny, like a fraction of a percent change in air pollution due to the policy.
Despite gains in cleaner cooking fuels, Dr. Aku warns that a new threat is wiping those gains out: waste burning.
We are also not doing well in trash collection, so people are now burning the trash. So it's making up for the gains that we make in biomass burning is being made up for in waste burning. So that means we are not making much progress anymore.
Part of the challenge is the lack of safe alternatives for moving around the city. Cycle lanes are rare, and where they exist, traders often take over the space. The Director for Planning and Programs at the National Road Safety Authority, Martin Afram, says change is critical.
The key thing is that we want to mainstream the provision of bicycle lanes and pedestrian walkways into the road infrastructure. And this is well spelled out in the National Transport Policy.
Dr. Aku's work forms part of the Breathe Accra initiative, a coalition pushing for cleaner, healthier air. Speaking at the gathering, Portfolio Manager Dr. Elvis Jabo said the next phase is mainstreaming.
We are hoping we can see some more mainstreaming and then build more on the awareness and also the capacity to implement these policies. Because it's good to know that we've done an air quality action plan, but do the people know how to implement it? So we're hoping to build on the work we've done, the foundation we've laid, and see how things can scale off to even be able to create more impact and get more results at the end of the day.
Technical head for Breathe Cities Africa, Seneka Naidu, applauded Accra for leading coordinated action across 13 districts.
Now you've got those in 13 different districts. That's a lot of people to come together to make sure that you move this work forward. And the fact that that the city has been able to do that, I think is really, really a great achievement. So I think that's something that we want to see a lot more.
Ghana has made real progress. Cleaner cooking fuels, steady transport emissions, and coordinated policy workout. But the rise in waste burning threatens to undo it all. As experts warn, cleaner air is possible, but only if enforcement, waste management, and the public behavior change move as one. This story was a collaboration with New Narratives. Funding was provided by the Clean Air Fund, which had no say in the story's content. For JoyNews, Michael Ashali.